Hi everyone. Welcome back to another Fast English episode. Today, we have a controversial topic for you. It will help improve your listening and speaking skills. Plus, it will boost your vocabulary. I'm Charlotte and I'm joined by my co-host, Liam. We're going to take a closer look at city living versus village life. It's going to be a fascinating discussion, so stay with us.
Hey, Charlotte. I'm excited about today's topic. We're talking about one of those classic debates, city living versus village life. There's so much to unpack here, so let's get into it.
Absolutely. This is one of those topics that really gets people thinking because it's not just about where you live, but how you live. So, Liam, let's start with the city. What do you think are some of the major pros and big advantages of living in an urban environment?
For me, the first thing that comes to mind is convenience. Cities are designed to be efficient, everything you need is close by. Whether it's groceries, entertainment, healthcare, or work, you're likely just a short walk or ride away. And then there's the variety. Cities offer an incredible amount of options when it comes to food, culture, and activities. You can find different restaurants, museums, theaters, and events that just wouldn't be possible in a smaller setting.
I totally agree. That convenience is a huge benefit. And let's not forget about the opportunities. Cities tend to have more job opportunities, especially in specialized fields. Networking is also easier because there are more industry events, seminars, and chances to meet people who can help advance your career.
Exactly. Plus, public transportation is a big deal. In most cities, you don't even need a car. You've got subways, buses, ride shares. It's all about reducing the need to drive, which can be both environmentally friendly and cost-effective.
Definitely. And cities often have better healthcare facilities, which is important. If something goes wrong, you've got access to well-equipped hospitals and specialists.
On the flip side, though, cities can be overwhelming. The constant noise, the crowds, and the pace are not good for everyone.
That's true. City life can be exhausting, and there's also the issue of cost. Living in a city is expensive. Rent, groceries, eating out, everything costs more. And let's not forget about housing. Apartments in the city can be small and expensive.
And then there's the issue of space. Green spaces are often limited, and you can't just step outside into a big backyard. If you love nature or need a lot of room, the city might feel claustrophobic.
Hey Liam. It's a new vocabulary. Claustrophobic. Would you explain this word for our listeners?
Sure. Claustrophobic describes a feeling of intense discomfort, fear, or anxiety due to confined or enclosed spaces. It can also refer more broadly to a sense of being trapped or restricted in any situation. When it is used to describe a place, it means that the space feels very tight or restrictive, contributing to feelings of fear or anxiety.
Perfect. For example, you can say, the house felt too claustrophobic. Or, the pressing crowds made her feel claustrophobic.
That's it. Now let's keep the conversation going about city living versus village life.
In my opinion, the biggest pro of living in a village is the connection to nature. You've got wide open spaces, fresh air, and a slower pace of life. It's ideal if you're someone who values tranquility and a community bound together by strong relationships and common interests.
Yeah, that sense of community is strong in villages. Everyone knows each other, and there's a real sense of belonging. People tend to look out for one another more, and it can feel like you're part of an extended family.
Exactly. And with less noise and pollution, the quality of life can be better in terms of health and well-being. You don't have to worry about traffic jams or noisy neighbors as much, and there's a lot less stress overall.
Another great thing about villages is the cost of living. Typically, it's much cheaper to live in a village than in a city. Housing is more affordable, and you might even be able to grow your own food if you have the space.
That's true, but let's talk about the cons. The biggest disadvantage for me is the lack of opportunities. Career options can be very limited in a village, especially in specialized fields.
Yes, if you're far from the nearest town or city, getting to work, shopping, or accessing services can take a lot of time. Public transportation options are often minimal, so you might end up relying heavily on a car.
And while those strong relationships and bound community can be wonderful, it can also feel a bit too close at times. Everyone knows your business, and there's less privacy. Gossip can spread quickly, and it might feel like you're living in an aquarium.
Also, let's not forget about access to services. In a village, you might not have immediate access to healthcare, schools, or entertainment. If you need a specialist doctor or want to watch a movie, it could be a long drive.
Absolutely. And the lack of variety can be frustrating for some people. You won't find the same range of restaurants, cultural events, or shopping options. If you're someone who loves having lots of choices, village life might feel a bit too simple and boring.
So, it really comes down to what you value most in your lifestyle. Do you prioritize convenience, opportunities, and a fast-paced environment? Or do you prefer peace, community, and a connection to nature?
Exactly. Neither option is better than the other. It's all about what fits your personal needs and values. Certain individuals feel energized, happy, or more productive when they are in the lively environment of a city, while others find their happiness in the calm of a village.
And there's always the possibility of a 50-50. Some people choose to live in the suburbs or smaller towns that offer a mix of both worlds, close enough to a city for convenience, but far enough to enjoy some peace and quiet.
That's a great point. It's all about finding balance. So, listeners, where do you fall in this debate? Are you a city lover or a village lover? Or maybe somewhere in between? We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yes, let us know. And remember, whatever your choice, listen to this podcast more than once to take your English listening skill to a higher level. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode of Fast English.
Take care, everyone.